We've had this 2007 Volkswagen Touareg in our long-term press test fleet for just about 2 months now. This is the very last year of the first generation Touareg, which was first introduced in 2004. And for 2007, they've put in a brand new 3.6-liter V6 engine with more torque and more horsepower, which is definitely welcome. But it's interesting that they put a brand new engine in this vehicle just before the new Touareg 2 is about to come out. Well, our staff have a lot to say about the Touareg, both good and bad, and we'll start with the outside. Brian Chow is one of our camera operators on Driving Television, and he thinks the outside of this Touareg looks pretty good. But for me personally, I really like the look of the new Touareg 2. The interior won most people over with the large and comfortable seats for all positions, even room enough for 3 adults in the back. Most people like the dash with its bright backlit dials, but one middle-aged driver found that there isn't enough contrast at night for her aging eyes. What surprised us is the cargo capacity. We had an opportunity to stuff 7 large boxes and a fountain, and here's the video to prove it. Okay, one complaint we have about the Touareg back seat, if you want to fold it for extra cargo capacity, it's a little bit more work than others in the marketplace. First of all, you have to pull a strap, release the bottom seat, that folds forward. Then you have to move this sort of halfway to take off the headrests, which are kind of stiff. There's one, and there's the other one. Okay, hold on to those while you put this down. Now, where are you going to put these things? That's kind of inconvenient. There are other vehicles in the marketplace where you don't have to lift the seat bottom and you can leave the headrests on. This is a little inconvenient. Well, the V6 Touareg has a new 3.6-liter engine with more horsepower at 280 horsepower and an improvement in torque. With that said, the men on our staff found that it didn't have enough grunt to get it up and away from a light. However, Lynn, our producer, found the power to be just right, which sounds like a classic gender battle to me. The most common criticism of the V6 Touareg was interior noise. The tires are an aggressive design, so that might have been a factor, but everyone that drove it commented on the high sound level. One staff member did mention the amazing ground clearance with the optional air suspension. This is a great feature for true off-road types, but don't bother if you only need an all-wheel drive like this for winter driving. At highway speeds, everyone found the Touareg to be comfortable and sure-footed. Even when on gravel roads, it always felt planted. Here's something that was surprising to us. The new 3.6-liter V6 didn't get the best gas mileage. It averaged just 16 liters per 100 kilometers or 17 miles per imperial gallon. Plus, all of that gas is premium gas. In addition to that, 70% of our 2 months behind the wheel was done on the highway. You really should look at the Touareg as a luxury midsize SUV, but with that in mind, several of our staff members brought up the price, probably because it has a Volkswagen badge on the front and not, say, an Audi badge on the front. The base V6 starts at $51,525, and the V8 starts at $64,780. And several of our staff members mentioned for that kind of money, they'd definitely be much more interested in the sexier and more sophisticated Porsche Cayenne. Me included. This is a very capable vehicle, and we're really looking forward to getting the Touareg 2 out on the road to see what it can do.
Driving Television is brought to you by Driving.ca.